Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. After many days, I'm back with you with online teaching. We'll start with our next chapter of part second, that is chapter number 9, current electricity. You have already learned electric current in last year. Can you recall what is it? What was there in that current electricity in last year? Yes, what have you studied? You have studied what is electricity, how electricity has been generated, how it was being discovered. Then we have learned different components of the components which are present in electric circuit. Do you remember it? We had first classified the metals or elements on basis of three types, that were conductor, insulator and semiconductor. Then of the conductor, when you have studied the conductor, we have studied the resistivity. Okay, we have studied resistance. What is resistance? Then we have studied what is potential difference. Then we have studied what is electric current. Okay, then we have studied what is power, how to calculate power. Okay, so all these were the basic terms that were related to electricity, that were related to electric current, which we have studied previous year. I hope you all are well aware with all these terms and terminology which we will use here. Okay, we have also studied EMF. Okay, electromotive force. Okay, internal EMF of cell. Okay, we have studied combination of cells. We have studied parallel and series combinations. Okay, so these were many things we have studied in that electric current electricity last year. Okay, now this year we are going to move a step forward. Okay, in terms of electricity, we are going to understand what is electric circuit, how electric circuit is developed, what are the main things, how to identify currents in different branches. Okay, if you see just a circuit, green color circuit of any of a electric or electronic component, you get confused what are these things. Okay, it has number of small resistors, capacitors, inductors and much more things. Okay, so how these have been assembled? Okay, how to calculate the current which is flowing through it? Okay, how to calculate the potential difference across it? So all these things we are going to study in this chapter, that is current electricity. So I said that in this chapter we are going to move a step forward what we have learned in previous year. Okay, so we are going to study few basic things, basic terminology that are used in the electric network. So first important terms, if you see, that is junction or node. Junction or node. Okay, when you talk about a junction, just try to recall a railway junction. Okay, what is junction? When we talk about just local trains in Mumbai, then we say that what? Kurla is a junction. Kurla is junction. What is mean by junction? A junction is a point where the things from different source, okay, from different source come together. It is a point where things from different source come together. Okay, why Kurla is a junction? Because at Kurla, the trains from Central Line also come and meet at Kurla. Then from Harbour Line also meet at Kurla. From Western Line also meet at Kurla. So Kurla is a junction. It is a node. It is a junction. Okay. Same is here. What is a junction? Any point in electric circuit. It is any point in electric circuit where two or more electric conductors are joined together. Where two or more electric conductors, electrical elements are joined together. Okay, so you can see here this point which I have marked with a pink color is a junction or node. It is junction or node because the current from different branches are coming here. Okay, current through this resistor is coming at this point. From this resistor is coming at this point. It may leave at this resistor. Okay, so here what happens? Current come from one direction and can go to other direction. It can come from here, it can go here. It can come from here, it can go there. It can come from here, it can go there. Okay, so it is a point where number of electric conductors are joined together so as current can pass from one branch to another. Got it? What is meant by junction? So junction is a point, junction or node is a point in the electric circuit where two or more electric conductors join together. Okay? Then next is loop. Okay? Next is what? Loop. What do you mean by loop? Loop is a closed circuit. Very simple. Okay? What is loop? It is a just closed circuit. क्या होता है? पूरा closed circuit को हम loop बोलते हैं. For example, this is a loop. Complete closed circuit है. Okay? So any closed path in electrical network is called as loop. Very simple definition. Any closed path in electrical network is called as loop. So see here, this is a loop. So in this, what can you see? One resistor and one battery. Okay? And this resistor and battery are joined. They are completely joined. They are closed. Okay? So such a circuit, closed path is called as loop. Is there any other thing connected? We can connect also, no problem. But is any path open? If I open it, then it is not a loop. It is a closed path. Got it? So what is loop? A closed path of a circuit is called as loop. Okay? If you see here in this figure, how many loops are there? Yes, there are 3 loops. I thought that many of you will think it is 2 loops because this is one loop, this is another. No, there are 3 loops. Why? Just you can see loop in simple is nothing but just a rectangle here. Everywhere it will not be a rectangle. It can be any geometrical shape which is just closed. Okay, but in your syllabus you will find mostly the rectangles. Okay, because it will be mostly in the rectangular form. Okay, so this is one closed loop. This is another closed loop, and this one is complete loop. So how many loops are present in that circuit? 3 loops are present. A, B, E, F is one loop. B, C, D, E is one loop. And A, C, D, F is another loop. So like this, how many loops are there? 3 loops are there. Then next is branch. What do you mean by branch? Branch is another part of anything. Okay, branch. I have one institute here, and this my institute, I will open another branch in somewhere else, another taluka, another district, another city. Okay? So branch is another part of that particular network. So any point of electric network that lies between 2 junctions. It is a part of a network that lies between 2 junctions. It is part of a network that lies between 2 junctions. You can see here, refer the figure A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, can you tell me how many junctions are there here? Yes, there are 2 junctions. How many? 2. Where point B is one junction and point E is another junction. Why? Because at point B, 1, 2 and 3 elements meet each other. At point E, 1, 2 and 3 elements meet each other. So by the definition of junction, what we have? Where more than 2 elements meet each other, that point is called as what? Junction or node. So B and E is a junction, and the point which joins these 2 junctions, that is BE. So BE is nothing but what? Branch of electric network, electric circuit. Got it? So till now we have just understood 3 terms, that is junction or node, then loop, and third one is branch. What is junction here? It is a point at which two or more than two elements join each other is called as a junction. What is loop? It is a closed path of a circuit is called as loop. And what is a branch? It is a path in the network which joins two junctions. Okay, it is a path in the network which joins two junctions. Got it? I hope you have got it. So we will see the next part, that is Kirchhoff law. Okay, Kirchhoff has given his two laws called Kirchhoff current law KCL and Kirchhoff voltage law KVL. Okay, so we will see first Kirchhoff current law. What does Kirchhoff current law say? Algebraic sum at any junction is equal to 0. What it says? Algebraic sum at any junction is equal to 0. Algebraic sum of electric current. Algebraic sum of electric current at any junction is equal to 0. That means, see here, we have here junction which had denoted by pink dot. So, at this junction, there are the current which is coming towards the junction and there are some currents which are leaving the junctions. Okay? So, if you see here, current I1 which I had shown with the green color, I1, I2, I3. These are the three currents which are coming towards the junction. They are coming towards the junction. And I4, I5 and I6, they are leaving the junction. So what can we write? So number of current coming towards junction is equal to number of current going towards junction. How much is the current coming towards junction? That much current goes away from junction. So at junction there is no current. At junction there is no current. So algebraic sum of electric current at a junction is equal to 0. So from this we can write what? I1 plus I2 plus I3 minus I4 minus I5 minus I6 is equal to 0. Okay. So see, the currents which are coming towards the junction, we treat them as a positive current. The current which are coming towards the junction, we treat them as positive current. So I have written I1 plus I2 plus I3. And the current which are leaving the junction, we treat them as negative current. So minus I4, minus I5, minus I6. So net current at this junction is always 0. We can also say that incoming current is equal to outgoing current. Kirchhoff current law is nothing but what? Incoming current is equal to outgoing current. So at junction there is no current. Current is 0. So what does Kirchhoff current law states? It states that algebraic sum of electric current at any junction is always 0. Okay, that is summation of I, when I is equal to 1 to n, number of currents, I1 plus I2 plus I3 plus I4, whatever it may be, is equal to 0. That what we have indicated here. I1 plus I2 plus I3 minus I4 minus I5 minus I6 is equal to 0. I1, I2, I3, they are coming, so we have treated them as positive. I4, I5, I6, they are leaving the junction, so we have treated them as negative. Then next is Kirchhoff voltage law, KVL. Kirchhoff voltage law. This is KCL, Kirchhoff current law. This is Kirchhoff voltage law. These two laws are important for analyzing of a electrical network. So what does Kirchhoff voltage law states? Let us see. The algebraic sum of potential difference. Algebraic sum of potential difference and electromotive force is equal to 0. In a closed loop, algebraic sum of potential difference and electromotive force is equal to 0. That is summation of IR, potential difference. Potential difference is V, and what is by Ohm's law? What we have V is equal to IR. Potential difference is denoted by V. So V is equal to IR. So potential difference we have denoted by IR. That is potential drop across every element. Now here resistance is there. So resistance consumes the current. It has its own resistance. So what will be the potential difference across this resistance? Let it be V1, V2, V3. Okay. So potential drop across that particular resistance. Every conductor has its own resistance, so it consumes the current and it gives certain potential drop. Okay, so that is called as potential difference. So summation of IR plus electromotive force. Electromotive force is what? Additional forces which we supply to the circuit with help of electric battery or cell is called as EMF. So you can see here in the circuit we have attached two EMF, E1 and E2. Two cells we have attached or two batteries we have attached. So that is called as EMF, which supplies the extra force so that current flows through that circuit. Okay. So sum of potential drop plus sum of electromotive force is always equal to 0. Now, while applying this Kirchhoff voltage law, we have to take certain sign conventions. We have to keep certain things in our mind. Then only we can get a correct result through this KVL. KCL, applying KCL is very easy. Incoming current, we treat them as positive. Outgoing current, we treat them as negative. But for KVL, we have to take certain considerations. What are certain considerations? See, when we are talking about potential drop, that is I. Okay. Now in the circuit, we have to choose a direction for moving. Now if you see your textbook, they have adopted both the directions, clockwise and anti-clockwise. If you use it, it is not problem, but we can get confused. So better way, you should always select one direction, either clockwise or either anti-clockwise. While moving along this loop, you have to go in one direction, either anti-clockwise or clockwise. Okay, so that you will not get confused. Your answer will always come correct. Got it? If you keep a same direction, either clockwise or either anti-clockwise. Okay, so I prefer anti-clockwise. Okay, I have to use here anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so we will move in anti-clockwise direction like this. Okay, now when we are traveling, now you see I am going like this. Okay, so this is the resistance we have here brought, and this is the current. So we have to first see the direction of current, whether we are in direction of current or we are in opposite direction of current. If we are along with the direction of current or we are in opposite direction of current. If we are in the same direction along with the current, then we have to treat this potential drop as negative. Okay, अगर हम जो करंट जिस डायरेक्शन में जा रहा है उसी डायरेक्शन में अगर हम जा रहे हैं तो ये पोटेंशियल ड्रॉप क्या होगा? निगेटिव. लेकिन अगर करंट इस तरफ आ रहा है और हमारा डायरेक्शन अपोजिट है तो वो पोटेंशियल ड्रॉप क्या होता है? पॉजिटिव. अगर यहाँ देखेंगे so see here this resistance R1, we are going like this anti-clockwise direction and current is opposite direction. So this potential drop is V is equal to IR. So here I is I1 and R is R1. So what is potential drop? I1 R1. Now you can see our direction and current direction is opposite. So this potential drop is treated as positive. Got it? Again I am repeating here. See, ये मेरा डायरेक्शन है एंटी क्लॉकवाइज और ये करंट का डायरेक्शन है, दोनों का डायरेक्शन अपोजिट है. क्या है? अपोजिट है. इस केस में क्या होगा? ये जो पोटेंशियल ड्रॉप होगा वो क्या हम कंसीडर करेंगे? पॉजिटिव. क्या कंसीडर करेंगे? पॉजिटिव. अगर मेरा डायरेक्शन और करंट का डायरेक्शन सेम है तो ही ये पोटेंशियल ड्रॉप क्या होता है? नेगेटिव. आया समझ में? अगर ये देखो ये सिचुएशन में मैं एंटी क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन से जा रहा हूं और करंट भी सेम डायरेक्शन में, तो ये पोटेंशियल ड्रॉप I2 R2 ये क्या होगा? निगेटिव. तो इसके लिए मैंने क्या लिख दिया? माइनस I2 R2. आया समझ में? जब हमारा डायरेक्शन और करंट का डायरेक्शन सेम होता है तो पोटेंशियल ड्रॉप क्या होता है? नेगेटिव. और जब हमारा डायरेक्शन और करंट का डायरेक्शन अपोजिट होता है तो पोटेंशियल ड्रॉप क्या होता है? पॉजिटिव. आया समझ में? उसी तरह ये इलेक्ट्रोमोटिव फोर्स का है जो एक्सटर्नल सेल और बैटरी हम लगाते हैं. जब हम निगेटिव से पॉजिटिव की तरफ जाते हैं, निगेटिव से पॉजिटिव की तरफ जाते हैं तो इसको क्या कंसिडर किया जाता है? पॉजिटिव. और जब हम पॉजिटिव से निगेटिव की तरफ आते हैं तो उसको क्या कंसिडर किया जाता है? निगेटिव. देखो अभी इस लूप में मैं ऊपर से नीचे आ रहा हूं, ये पॉजिटिव है ये निगेटिव, तो मेरा डायरेक्शन कहां से है, पॉजिटिव टू निगेटिव। इसके लिए E1 क्या है, माइनस। ये देखो E1 क्या है, माइनस। E1 क्या है, माइनस। और ये लूप में देखो मैं कहां से जा रहा हूं, निगेटिव टू पॉजिटिव जा रहा हूं। मैं कहां से कहां जा रहा हूं, निगेटिव टू पॉजिटिव। इसके लिए E2 क्या है, पॉजिटिव। आया समझ में। तो ये कुछ कंसिडरेशंस है, हमें ध्यान में रखते हुए केवीएल अप्लाई करना होता है। जब हम केवीएल अप्लाई करते हैं तो ये कंसिडरेशन हमारे दिमाग में फिट करने हैं। आया समझ में। क्या सबसे पहले एक मैं सजेस्ट कर रहा हूं, आप चाहे तो क्लॉकवाइज और एंटी क्लॉकवाइज दोनों भी ले सकते हैं, लेकिन बाद में आप कंफ्यूज हो जाएंगे। इसके लिए बेस्ट है एक ही डायरेक्शन आपको अडॉप्ट करना है, आइदर क्लॉकवाइज आइदर एंटी क्लॉकवाइज। ओके, सो मैं एंटी क्लॉकवाइज ले रहा हूं। तो जब हमारा डायरेक्शन और करंट का डायरेक्शन अपोजिट होता है तो पोटेंशियल ड्रॉप क्या होता है, पॉजिटिव। जब हमारा डायरेक्शन और करंट का डायरेक्शन सेम होता है तो क्या होता है, पोटेंशियल ड्रॉप निगेटिव। ईएमएफ के इसमें जब हमारा डायरेक्शन पॉजिटिव से निगेटिव की तरफ आते तो ईएमएफ क्या होता है, निगेटिव। जब हम निगेटिव से पॉजिटिव की तरफ जाते हैं तो उसको क्या कंसिडर करते हैं, पॉजिटिव। ओके, तो हम सबसे पहले क्या करेंगे, इस लूप को हम केवीएल अप्लाई करेंगे। तो ये लूप कौन सी, ABEF, अप्लाई केवीएल टू लूप ABEF। तो देखो यहां से मैं जा रहा, ओके, तो माइनस I1R1, नहीं ये देखो मैं यहां से जा रहा हूं, मेरा डायरेक्शन कैसा है, एंटी क्लॉकवाइज, करंट का डायरेक्शन अपोजिट है, तो प्लस I1R1। ओके, ये अगर देखेंगे तो पॉजिटिव से निगेटिव की तरफ आ रहा हूं, तो इसके लिए जो ईएमएफ है वो क्या है, निगेटिव, तो माइनस E1। ओके, उसके बाद इधर देखो मैं इस डायरेक्शन में जा रहा हूं, करंट इस डायरेक्शन में जा रहा है, बराबर ना। तो मेरा डायरेक्शन और करंट का डायरेक्शन अपोजिट है, इसके लिए प्लस I1R3, प्लस I1R3। ओके, उसके बाद ये देखेंगे करंट इस डायरेक्शन में जा रहा है, मैं अपोजिट डायरेक्शन में जा रहा हूं, तो प्लस I3R5, I3R5 इक्वल टू 0। ओके, देखो मेरा डायरेक्शन और एक करंट का डायरेक्शन अपोजिट है, इसके लिए ये पोटेंशियल ड्रॉप क्या हुआ, पॉजिटिव I1R1 प्लस I1R1। पॉजिटिव से निगेटिव की तरफ आ रहा हूं, इसके लिए माइनस E1। मेरा डायरेक्शन करंट का डायरेक्शन अपोजिट है, इसके लिए प्लस I1R3। इधर मेरा डायरेक्शन करंट का डायरेक्शन अपोजिट है, इसके लिए प्लस I3R इज इक्वल टू 0। उसी तरह ये लूप को हम लगाएंगे तो क्या होता है, देखो ये डायरेक्शन, मेरा डायरेक्शन करंट का डायरेक्शन सेम है, माइनस I2R2 माइनस